The business of entrepreneurship education. Over the last few decades, the number of institutions around the world offering entrepreneurship education programs has grown to over 3,000. Research shows that many of these programs use and employ the format of standard lectures to teach students how to successfully develop and manage new business ventures. But modern scholars studying EE note that entrepreneurs learn best through hands-on experience. Okay, so here we need to choose the correct fragment. Now use and employ is redundant, so I don't like that. And use the lecture format, which is standard, employing it is also redundant. Employ the conventional standard, conventional and standard mean the same thing. So it's D, use the standard lecture format to teach students how to successfully develop and manage new business ventures. But modern scholars studying EE note that entrepreneurs learn best through hands-on experience. So new business ventures, that is a good word for business. So I like A. Speculation is not what we are talking about here. We are talking about a startup. Business mission doesn't fit the context, or exertions. Therefore, although there is a place in the EE curriculum for traditional instruction, the emphasis needs to be on activities that allow students to practice real entrepreneurship, both inside and outside the classroom. One EE program that provides such experiential opportunities can be found at the Dun Lagwa Institute of Art, Design and Technology, IADT in Ireland. Founded in 1997, the institute enrolls over 2,000 students. There, entrepreneurship students in one class are required to work in teams to develop products for sale at a local market. The writer is considering deleting the underlined sentence. I think I'd like to keep it. It gives a good introduction to this program. One EE program. Rather, do you need this? Because you're talking about entrepreneurship and this doesn't really fit into that. Okay, let's read the options. Kept because it establishes the school's credentials. Kept because it provides a detail important for understanding the school's teaching methods. No, that's not B. Deleted because it introduces information irrelevant to the discussion of entrepreneurship education. Deleted because it fails to describe the philosophy upon which the school was founded. So I think C is a better answer than A, because we're not really establishing the credentials of the school here. We're just saying it was founded in this year and has this many students. So let's just focus on entrepreneurship and jump right into it. The students research the market and its potential customers and devise plans for implementing the logistical duties of entrepreneurship. The students research and devise. This two is not needed. So B. Devise plans for implementing the logistical duties of entrepreneurship, including financing, marketing, and merchandising. Which choice best expands on the topic introduced earlier? Okay. After selling their products, students finish the project by completing financial and overall assessments of their own performance. Staff and student feedback on IADT's action-based entrepreneurship activities has been positive. Rachel Park, a student in the program, comments that it has given me all the skills and the tools that I need. Okay, logistical duties of entrepreneurship. With the students working in self-selected groups, though instructors evaluate student work on a continual basis, tasks all completed alongside other coursework. So I think this is the best answer because it actually gives you specific tasks that these students have to do as part of the logistical duties of entrepreneurship. None of these other options explain what these duties are, so A is the best. Okay, here I'm saying Rachel Park comments that it has given me all the skills. So a student in the program will be between a pair of commas. So the best answer for that would be D. In addition to receiving student endorsement, the usefulness of practical approaches like the one adopted by IADT is also supported by empirical evidence. Okay. In addition to receiving student endorsement, the usefulness of practical approaches like the one adopted by IADT. So I don't need any punctuation here. So the way it's written is good. If I put of practical approaches between a pair of dashes, then this becomes additional information and it is not. So this is wrong. This comma after approaches is not required because this is just a continuous fragment. And this colon cannot come here because the part before the colon is not a complete sentence. So this usefulness is also supported by empirical evidence. For their study, the researchers surveyed 130 students twice during a semester on their ideas for business opportunities. A Utah State University study showed that practical assignments help budding entrepreneurs develop a key skill, opportunity identification, that helps entrepreneurs recognize unmet consumer demands that can be turned into revenue streams. Okay, now here I'm saying that practical assignments help budding entrepreneurs develop a key skill that helps entrepreneurs recognize and so on. And then I'm defining that key skill here. So I'll have to put it between a pair of commas. So a comma after skill and before opportunity would be the best answer. One group of students, the experimental group, spend the semester taking a business course that prioritizes hands-on exercises aimed at developing the participants' opportunity identification, while a control group received traditional instruction. At the end of the course, the experimental group students generated more ideas for business opportunities than the control group students did, right? I'm comparing experimental group with the control group. So D, and those ideas were often more innovative as well. To make this paragraph most logical, sentence 2 should be placed where? Okay. For their study, the researchers surveyed 130 students. Okay, so I'm introducing the study in line 3. So obviously this can't come where it is. Yeah, so I'm talking about the study and then I'm saying it's surveyed 130 students. And then I'm talking about how those students were divided. So this sentence will come after sentence 3. Okay. Admittedly, some content knowledge like writing business plans and understanding legal requirements can be most effectively covered through textbooks and lectures. Thus, e-program should continue to feature traditional education methods as key components of the curriculum. The writer wants an effective concluding sentence that restates the main argument, which choice. So clearly, this is not a good conclusion because the main point is that while you may require traditional instruction via textbooks, e-programs should continue to supplement that with experiential opportunities. So I don't like A. It remains to be seen whether hands-on learning has a long-term positive impact on entrepreneurial activity. But much of e-instruction can and should integrate experiential components that enable students like Park to practice what they learn. Students should also be given opportunities to learn by working as interns in existing businesses. So C is the best answer because it directly fits with the main goal of the passage. B ends on a somewhat dubious note, so I don't like that. And this gets into very specific territory of interning, so I don't like this as well. Okay, let's grade this. Number 12. DACBA, DACBA, and 17 is DAB, DBC. DAB, DBC.